So as a poet slash stay-at-home dad, you don't have a lot of time in your hands to write poetry, so you kind of have to take your inspiration where you can get it, you know. And I'm a big fan of involving the kids and doing things on their own, you know, like say I'm hungry, there's bread, there's jam, you know, sort it out. Some people could construe this as laziness on my part, but I like to see it as instilling independence in my children at a young age. And like I said, you kind of have to take your inspiration when it comes, right? And I remember one evening, maybe 4 years ago now, Tessa very small, she stood up beside me at the cooker, and we're cooking a pot of boiled rice. I'm like, when you're in college in 20 years' time, you'll thank me. I taught you how to cook rice properly. I said, don't matter what it says on the packet, just listen to Daddy, you know. Daddy knows. And so we dropped in 3 cardamons, you know, little cardamom pods into the pot, and we're just kind of, as you do, man. When we know television, like a pot of boiling water with 3 cardamons pods was savage entertainment for for 5 minutes. And like I started to push them with the spoon, you know, just kind of stirring them in the water, and like they go out, and next thing it all just kind of come straight back into the middle. It just the 3 of them would be just stuck together in the pot, and I was like, oh, Jesus, a metaphor. But God, Conrad, don't forget the rice, the cardamons, a poem. Write it down later. So this is called Cardamons. Into my pot of jasmine rice go 3 pods of ancient spice. Plop the enter boiling water, dropped with care in by my daughter. And each one dropped in separately to ishkate of a high degree, each one seeking the simmering centre. Into my head a thought did enter. So I mused and mulled and mooned at food, at a metaphor that mirrored my brood. A card a kid, a card a mom, a card a dad, now learning from, a condiment to make him see these little pods, his family. That no matter how the going got, they stuck together in the pot. No spatula could set apart their allied DNA and heart. And Tessa's like, Daddy, stop. Leave them alone. The cardamoms are carda home. The water's hot, they're awful far. From their carda friends, they're in the jar. And there it was, in eloquence. My 3-year-old made perfect sense. That life is hard enough for folk. We're punched and pulled and pushed and poked. But as a unit, love prevailed to see us through our day's travail. And buried deep in flesh and blood, flourish seeds of bidden good that nurtures nature's ties unseen, both to my princess and my queen. And that energy is focused now on family's familiar Tao. And yet, I know it deep within, we're all destined for the compost bin. When carried life will carry go through a carried lack of cardio. And until the carried gods call me, we'll stick it out as family. Thank you very much.